Hi and welcome to How Do You Like Your Coffee? I'm your host, Chris, and today we are going to be talking about gifts. By the way, how do you like your coffee? Let me know in the comments below. There's another gift idea, coffee mugs. But today I'm not going to be talking about coffee mugs. I'm going to be talking about the gift of a journal. 2020 has been a year to talk about. We are going to be talking about it for years, probably generations to come. We have something to tell our children and grandchildren, and you name it. So, on that note, journals are our history books. They are our personal history books. They're not just memories that we're writing down. It's not just therapeutic, because it is therapeutic, but it's not only therapeutic. It is history. Our forefathers and many other people in history have left their journals behind, and half of what we've learned about them and about the past and about where they've come from and things that they have done and have been through have come from their journals that they have left behind. Same with Holy Bible and things like that. These are memoirs, these are memories that they have written down, and these are a collection of those. So journals are more than just memories. They are your personal history book of you. And who knows, you may become famous and be able to publish your journal. Okay, let's begin with this. Okay, first we can simply just have a notebook and we can write down our thoughts and ideas in our notebook. But when we're giving it as a gift, we can give them pretty notebooks like this. And we're talking men, women, children, people of all ages can utilize and benefit from having a journal to go to. There's many different kinds out there. There's many to choose from. I have a few options with me, and I'm leaving the links to the description of those in the description below. And the thing about all these ones I have sitting here, with the exception of this one, we're all under $10. Each one of these under $10. Some of them were $6, some of them were $7, some of them were $9. I cannot remember the prices offhand, but I know that they're all under $10. This, however, the first one that we are going to be talking about was about $20. I cannot remember. I got it at an introductory type of deal that they had going on, and I benefited from that introductory deal. This is stone paper. This is paper made of stone. And when you go on the site, you can get the video where they explain the whole routine that they went through to make these books. That's why they cost so much more. These are blank pages. You don't have prompts or anything to go from. This is for the more creative. I know what I'm going to write. Now in these you get straight lines, you get dotted lines. I believe you also get blank paper as well. Okay, and they also have what they call dry erase boards. They're not actually dry erase boards like your traditional dry erase boards. These dry erase boards use a erasable pen that I'm going to be talking about a little bit later on, a little more in depth about why I believe erasable pens may be your better option when you get somebody a gift of a journal. It's nice to get them a pen to go with it, and erasable pens are the best, and I will explain why. So I Am Stone Gifts. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below of this particular book from IamStoneGifts.com. Another blank journal type of journal is your spiral journals. They also got leather bound journals and journals that look like just notebooks. They got journals that lock with your fingerprint. They're they call them biometrics. That's what it's called. Okay, this is what the paper on the inside of this particular one looks like, and I have a link to this as well in the description below. Now, originally it says love never fails. This is from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, and it's for probably your Christian loved one, or family, co-workers, even. They enjoy journals as well. Now, there's also other journals, and one of my favorites is called Zen as F. That's right. This journal is for those who pretty much have a lot going on in their lives, and when you feel that a loved one, or maybe a coworker, I would not recommend giving this to a child because there's a lot of cursing in it. But it's to help sort out toxicity in your life. It takes you into thinking what is toxic in your life and what you need to back off from, but get more of something else. And one example of that is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Can you see that? It says, and I will read it to you so that you can understand what this page is about and what it's asking you to do. This is one of the many examples in this book that you are going to come across. An example of getting rid of toxicity in your life, getting rid of the negativity in your life. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. How often do you run into some truly atrocious people? A lot? While burning bridges is generally inadvisable, you don't have to keep crossing them. Think of the prickly people on your social media feed who bring you the most frustration. And then it says F them. That means, the curse words in there. Use your imagination. Surround yourself with people who challenge you in healthy ways, bring you happiness, and who encourage you, not the ones who bring you negativity. And like I said, toxicity. Sing a little song as you joyfully unfriend or unfollow each of these. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You know the song. It's a classic. Sing it, and that's only one example of this book. It's very good. It's a good prompt, and it's good for the person, like I said, who has a lot of negativity and toxicity in their lives, and they need that help into sorting this out. This is by Monica. This was developed by Monica Sweeney, and like I said, it's available on Amazon. Leaving a link to this product in the description below. And we also have the Attitude of Gratitude. It's good days. Start with Gratitude Journal. In this, it's every day, daily. You write the 3 things that you are thankful for. It could be the simplest of things. It could be something that has happened to you that day that you say, that comes to mind, and you say, oh, I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful for this person in my life. It doesn't have to be one time a year that you are thankful for something. It can be every day. And it's healthy to remember that every day you have something to be thankful for. You just sometimes need a reminder, and this book is good for that. And like I said, link in the description below. This book, written by a licensed clinical social worker, Tiffany Louise, and I have taken lots of social work classes and human services classes, and one of the things that you learn is that people are very well helped, and it's very good for them to come up with a goal and to aim for that goal. Sometimes people need to be reminded that they do have a purpose, and in order to find that purpose, sometimes they need to set their goal and they need to define the goal and realize that why they want to achieve that goal. And this book does that for them. The first part of this book is to define that goal, realize why they want to achieve that goal, realize the steps that they need to take to achieve that goal. What is it about them that is attributed to being able to achieve that goal? How long is it going to take them? So on and so forth. Then as you get into, after those first few pages, you get into your weekly section here. And it is all prompted for you. And so you can reflect on how close to that goal you have gotten. It's great for people. Any journal with prompts is great for people who need that little push that it's going to take them to get writing. Some of us need a prompt to get writing. Now, like I said, link in the description below for this as well. Now, what should we get with our journals besides a pen? Something to write in our journal with. Now, we can get pencils, but I prefer erasable pens. They look neater. They look more professional. They have a better feeling when you're writing and things like that. When you get them a regular pen, eventually their work is going to be a mess. They're going to feel less likely to go back to that journal because their journal is a mess. They're going to want to keep it neat and clean, especially if you've got the really picky person that that is very picky, just plain picky about it. Now, I Am Stone Gifts have these particular ones. They come in blue and black, and these run at about $8 each, and they come with erasers at the tips. A little bit more expensive, and that'll be with your iamstonegifts.com, and the link in the description below. Myself, I prefer these. I got 12 of these pens for the same price as I got for one of these pens. No lie. And they're very nice. They write smoothly. They come in different colors, but the ink itself is black ink. How do you erase with these? They don't come with erasers on the pens individually. They come with this. Now, what's nice about this is the person you gift this to. I recommend getting them a string, a pretty string, or a chain to put this on their wrist, or maybe a necklace. I prefer, giving them something like a wrist, because that way they could stretch it out and erase with it. There's other methods of erasing with these pens and things like that, but I don't recommend it because one of those is fire. Don't want to do that. So, erasable pens in a nice little, with a nice journal, is such a nice gift. And coming from you, more likely they'll use a journal than buying it themselves, because this was a gift. It was a gift from the heart. Somebody who loves them, was thinking about them, and felt that they will benefit from this journal. Like I said, 2020 is a year right now. It hasn't ended yet. 2020 is a year that we will be talking about for a very long time, but it doesn't mean that it's going to end right when 2020 ends. Events are going to definitely carry on into 2021. That journal, writing these things down, being Zen as F, is going to help everyone, with everyone that you think about giving this to, with removing that negativity and that toxicity in their lives. And just a final thought on your journals. Not only a way to look back, but as you're writing in a journal, sometimes, take it from me, one who has utilize journals. It's a realization. Sometimes we can come to a realization once we get into the writing. We realize something. Something comes to mind that, okay, we felt negative about it for so long. But when you get it down on paper and you're reading it back to yourself, something in you changes and you realize that it wasn't as negative as you once thought it was. You realize how much it has helped you in the long run. So, with that thought in mind, until next time, keep that coffee hot and those pinkies up. I will be seeing you with another product or service, one or the other, but I'll be seeing you.